Hey there, everybody. Just getting us all good and ready to go. Today's the 19th, right? Yes. I hope. Yep, there we are. Hi, good morning, good afternoon. It is the afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. Let me get a couple of lights turned on here so we can brighten everything up. Don't need that. Do need this. That's going to be better. Okay. All right. And, okay. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Deb. I think I'm also going to run really quick down to my kitchen and go grab a cup of coffee so that we've got some coffee for today. And then we'll come back and get started, and I'll give you guys some updates and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be right back. I'm going to throw on some Christmas music so you can listen to that while I'm not here. Actually, hey, Google, play. There you go. Enjoy. I'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. I wanted to go grab some coffee while it was fresh. Now I have my other cup that's gonna sweat. All right, let's put you over there. Oh, happy Friday. It's Friday. So couple of quick updates. So number one, Izzy, we tested her this morning for COVID. So I know I was talking to you guys about that last night, that we were going to take her this morning, and her results came back negative. So finally, one thing is going right, and that is that Izzy does not have COVID. So I'm thinking her temperature and everything yesterday could have just been from the vaccination, that maybe the after effects gave her a bit of a temperature, which is totally normal. It's just unfortunate that that happened at the same time as being told that she had come into close contact with somebody with it. So then you're like, oh gosh, is it this or is it that? And, you know, like trying to game plan all of the different scenarios. And so really happy to have that test done and for her to be negative. So yay for that. So that's update number one. Update number two is that tomorrow, Saturday, the 20th, we are going to be having an all-day prep day viewing party for December Daily. So as many of you know, I was not here for the actual prep day. We were getting ready to travel and then traveling and gone. And so I have not watched any of it yet. I went through today and took a look at all of the different lessons, how long all of the videos are, which by the way, there's a lot of really long videos. I'm surprised at how lengthy the video footage is this time, which is fine. That's not a negative or a positive thing. It's just a pure fact that I'm surprised at the length, but that's okay. So I went through, I looked at all of the different lessons. I looked at all of the different challenges inside of the lessons and figured that throughout the day we can participate in some of the challenges. Some of them I probably won't be like, hey, let's all do this one thing together, like the foundation pages. That's more, if it's a foundation page you like and you want to make it, then cool, do it. But if it's not, then that's okay. So I also have planned out a handful of games to play with each other while we're on the Zoom call, and those games will come with prizes for winners. So after I get off the live today, I was actually working on a printable that I'm going to put in the event. And I'm going to close this because it's going to be loud. Do you need me, Izzy? Oh, okay. So anyway, I'm working on a printable that I think I only need one printable that I'm going to put as part of the group for everyone to download if they want to participate in that particular game. And after I get off the live, I'm going to finish that up, and then I'm also going to put together a schedule that will tell you all of the different hours of our day, what we're going to be doing, if we're going to be having an activity or working on the lesson challenge or whatever that is, and giving a little bit more details about giveaways and that fun stuff. So I'm really excited. I finally I finally was able to sit down today and kind of plan that out for tomorrow. So that should be really fun. So keep your eye out for that later this afternoon/evening. I will definitely get it to you before tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we start the Zoom at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And it's something where you can just come and go as you please. Like, you don't have to come for the whole day. You don't have to come for any of the day. Like, it really doesn't matter for me. It's just I want to catch up on prep day and watch it with friends, pretty much, and have a good time. So that's going to be that. Which brings me to regarding the prep day viewing party. When I have the video playing, I'm thinking what I might do is have a video, like have it on my iPad and then also have it on my phone so that I can do a top-down camera view so you can see what I'm working on throughout the day, because I think I'm going to stamp out some quotes and do a couple of things that are a little bit more labor intensive, since I will be muted throughout the video footage, and then I will unmute and we'll come back and chat. We'll come back and chat basically about the lesson and all of that. So if you are participating but you haven't purchased the class, you'll need to do that in order to see the same things we're seeing. If you want to just come and play the games, that's cool too. Just be aware that that's probably going to be like every hour, like 10 minutes of the time. So that is that. We'll probably throw a lunch break in there at some point, or I'll break, because I'm sure I'm gonna need to go eat, or it's possible I'll just play it and like leave for a bit and go get some food and watch it while you see nothing on my desk. That could be that. So that's what I'm thinking. So that's gonna be tomorrow. So 9 a.m. until it's done. It's a 10-hour thing. I don't know if it's going to take all 10 hours. I'm going to plan for all 10 hours, but if it doesn't, it doesn't, you know? I guess it depends how many people show up, and the video is really long. All that video footage is really long, so there's that. Okay, so that is prep party and Izzy. I'm going to see if you guys have any questions, and then we'll get you flipped around and get started. Oh, one other thing that I just thought about. So in Patreon, when I post the video footage for the lives, you'll notice that all of them have the same blog post description, where it's like, you know, we're working on this today, and here's the video link, and the link is different every day, but here's the video link, and here's what to do in order to be able to comment, and here's what to do if the video is not working, you know, that sort of stuff. So there's all that stuff. And then at the very bottom, there is a phrase that says completed layout photos, I think, or completed layouts or something like that. And it's bolded and underlined. So that looks kind of like a link, but it's not. It's just a title. And what I need to do is I actually need to go back in my album. I think I'm going to do it this weekend. Actually, I might do that as part of Saturday, potentially. We'll see. But I need to take photos of my foundation pages and then upload those into the post. So once I get that done, underneath that title, I'll post some images of the pages that I made during that particular hour. I think there's some downstairs in the laundry room. I don't want to go. Just yell at Daddy and see if he'll get you some. She doesn't have any underwear. Okay, he's got it. Anyway, that's real life, right? So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the images, right? So I will hopefully get some uploaded this weekend so that you can see all of the completed layouts so far, especially because today we're going to get all the way through day 15, which is halfway through the album. I probably will film a flip through of foundation pages, since that's kind of like what everybody is doing right now. So I will do that as well, but I'm not going to take this footage and edit it and put it on YouTube, because that's just a lot of work. So I will do that for the actual December daily, like each day, but I don't think I'll do that for foundation pages. All that content will just be here, and then I'll do a flip through that everybody can see on YouTube. And if they want to see it come together, they can come on over here, I suppose. That's just to save time, because I don't have time to edit and get that up. So that's that. Okay, I think that might be it now. So let me see if you guys have any questions before I flip you around. Oh, my shirt, by the way, this is from it's actually closed now. You can't get it anymore. But this was from Paper Talk. So if you're not following Paper Talk on Instagram or on any podcasting platform, Paper Talk is a podcast run by my friends Josie and Janet. And it's all about scrapbooking and all that stuff. And generally, with each of the different seasons, they put together some merchandise, so some apparel like t-shirts and sweatshirts and that sort of thing, and put that for sale for a period of time where you can purchase it. And then some of the proceeds go to the company they use, but then they get some and it goes back into their platform, running their podcast. This time for the December ones, they had Nellie and Clem help to design the imagery, and it's all really cute. So this is one of theirs. It says Magical Memories, which is really cute, and then it's got a Christmas tree. So that's my shirt. Nice. Okay, so let's see. Anything else? I'm going to Caitlin, I see your comment about popping in and popping out. No problem. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's exactly what it is. Just like boop, boop, as whenever, whatever. Okay, prep day. Even though you're prepped. I know, I'm like all the way prepped too, but I'm excited to just sit down and listen and feel the Christmas magic, right? 6, awesome. Started with your title page. Etienne, I'm sorry you purchased it because of me. That's so funny. Images for layouts completed during life. Perfect. Yes, that is the one. That is the one. Okay, let's turn you around and get to work on today's layouts. Okay, so let me stool and do this. I look forward to the day when I don't have to do this and I can just push a button. That will be a good day indeed. Actually, it goes this way. Someday. I have all the equipment to do. Well, I don't have a second camera. I need to get a second camera. Maybe I'll get that for Christmas for myself. But I am excited to be able to like put everything together the rest of the way in this office space, studio space. Okay, so we're gonna work on layouts 13, 14, and 15. Now, the caveat to that is that day 13, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can prep ahead of time other than figuring out the idea and the products, which I have already done, so I'll share that with you. And then we'll stick it in its place in the album. For now, I just put it inside of a pocket so I would remember to show you. Okay, so we'll get the album out. And let's get going here. So, actually, maybe I'll take pictures after we're done today, and then maybe I can edit them on the computer tomorrow while, that's what I'm going to do, while we are listening to the prep day. Okay, so let's get all the way back here. I was telling Erin about how this page took me like 10 hours to make. It was so long, but man, it's pretty. I'm really excited for this one. Okay, for anybody who had to leave at some point last night because it went really, really long last night, I can quickly show you what we ended up finishing, what I ended up finishing, right? So this is going to be my 10 things I'm currently loving. The stars are embossed with gold. The stamp here that just says loving is the December daily stamp. These are going to be 10 of those window cards that we got ready to go, including journaling on the inside of them. And then I embossed a black 10 and made it gold, and that turned out really nice. And that was that. So there was just like a lot of pieces for that one. The next one is going to be about a must-watch TV show or must-watch movie, which this year our must-watch movie is not a Christmas movie. It's actually the new Spider-Man, No Way Home, which is coming out December 17th. So that's going to be this one, which I realized after I planned this story to be my day 11, that the movie doesn't actually come out for almost a whole nother week. So I'll probably like put the photo in and do the things I want to do and either leave the journaling and do that after we go see it, or journal about why we're so excited to go see it. One of the two. And then this is going to be a shaker pocket. So I did go ahead and put foam tape around the window here. And the photo will go behind, and then I'm going to put in this snow inside. So it'll be like snowing on top of Spider-Man. That will make it look kind of Christmassy. So that is going to be number 11. And then number 12 is my holiday playlist. So I have this printable from Kate Hadfield, Katehadfield, right? So Kate Hadfield. And I blew it up a little bit bigger, printed it twice, like mirror imaged it, and then turned that into a pocket that's going to hold a journaling card where I can add some text, and then I can put photos on the back of the artists or the songs or the albums. So that is day 12. So day 13 is going to go over here. So it's just going to be one large page, I should say. And this is going to be a scrap lifted page that Pam Baldwin made for Product Play 1, the original, the very first Product Play. So for that one, they worked with circles, I believe. It must have been circles. And what she did is she made a full out of the page layout that also had a flip. That's like another half. So imagine that it is like, this wide, right? And then that flips back over. So then this portion right here, she put a stamp on it, and hers said something like, it said something that didn't make sense for the story I'm going to tell. So I'm going to use a different stamp set from last year's prep party, I believe, is where it came from. It says, and even this year we can make magic. So I'm going to put that here in kind of a darker grayish color. And then at the bottom, I can put an embellishment and some pattern paper. Because the stamp sentiment ends up being like this big or so. So there's quite a bit of space down here. So I'm going to put some pattern paper at the bottom, and then potentially my number. No, my number goes somewhere else. Some kind of embellishment right here. I do have this one, this thing, that I probably will not end up using here. I just put it in with my stuff just in case. Just in case it found a way, but I don't think it's going to be too big. Honestly, it's going to be too big, so I'll just put that away because I know that with complete certainty. So then the way this works is there are 3 circles on the flap, and then there are 6 circles inside. Some of them are photos, some of them are journaling, and one of them cuts through to the back like it's an empty circle. Inside of that goes like a circle embellishment on a string so it can spin, if that makes sense. So what I have done is I have pulled out some circles that I can use, and I've already got my template ready to go and print when the day comes. The reason I didn't print it right away is because I actually want to type my journaling into the circles. So that's going to be that. So I'll have 4 journaling spots, 4 photo spots, and then 1 with the number. I'm thinking I'll probably do either like this Merry Christmas whatever with the tree on the back and the number 13. Or instead of the wood veneer, I can do this pleather one that says these December moments, and those fit back to back as well. So that's going to be my circle element. And this story is my tree story. So like getting the tree, decorating the tree, setting the tree up from the tree's perspective. So I'm going to write the story as though I was the tree. And one of the things I'm considering doing is getting a, what do I have here? Photo from tree, decorating tree, photo. Yeah, I was thinking about pairing this with maybe a bigger photo, although I'm probably not going to do that. But I definitely want to stick my camera inside of my tree and take a picture like from inside the branches out towards what the tree sees. You know, I think that would be kind of a cool perspective for photographing and for a story about Christmas trees. So that will be something. So that one I have literally nothing I can do because I need the digital stuff first before I can do the rest. But we at least have a concept, a plan, and products to use that will make that day a lot easier when it comes. Okay, so now let's move on. So now we are flipping to the back. Yes. Okay, so this one, put my album down. All right, so this one is another layout that I am using from the Product Play 1 classroom. The older Product Play classes are currently 50% off. So like Product Play 1 is a grand total of $20 normally, which is a steal, but it is right now on sale for $10. So for $10, I think Product Play 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all 50% off. So if you feel like you want even more ideas and you've never taken those classes before, I definitely recommend checking that out. Okay, so this one is going to be a pocket page that will hold some tags here. What I want to do is make my pocket out of vellum and some texture paste. In the video, Allie, this was a project that Allie did, she actually used white paint, and that worked really nicely too. For me, I decided I wanted to do texture paste so that it has a little bit more like raisedness to it, right? More mixed media, yeah. Christmas is the time I bring out the mixed media. I don't do it a lot during the normal year, but for December Daily, I like to bring it out. So I created my own template for the star stencil. What I did for this is I took one of the star digitals from the paper pack. So actually I've got them. Got them right here. So it would be like these ones that came in the star die cut pack. You can see that they fit in there basically. So I took this star and I just went crazy and put it all over the entire page on an entire 8.5 by 11. And then I'm going to use that to be my stencil. The reason I did it so big is because I wanted them to be angled. I liked how she angled hers instead of doing it straight across. But I only need a section that is 4.5 inches tall by the 6.875 wide. All right, so let me grab out my mixed media stuff here. This can be an indication of how much mixed media I do. Not much, it all fits in this one little bin. So I want to get out my silicone mat, which was one of the best purchases I made for mixed media stuff, because I can just throw it over my whole thing here And then I can get real messy if I want. Okay, then I've got a spatula and let's find my texture paste is right here. Okay, I've got alcohol inks that I have never used. I need to read more about like how do I use those? And then I've got some glitter. Ooh, I could glitter them. I also have this that I can put that into. Do you guys think I should do that? I think I should do that. Texture paste it and then glitter on top. Yeah, so Etienne, that's exactly why I made it this big, because I didn't want to have to move it and line it up. So like I watched her process video in the product play class, and she kept having to like move it, and then it made it really messy, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it across the entire thing. And who cares if I only need a section? We're just gonna do it all. What I don't remember is how long this takes to dry. Probably overnight, right? Does it take like 24 hours to dry? You guys might know better than me. Yes, Deb, that's cool that you made it. It was such a good one. It was so pretty. Like it's like a very elegant looking page. All right, here we go. I probably need like, well, we'll see. I might pretty soon need more of this. All right. So we're just gonna fill it in, basically. I got the glitter stuff, the clear rock candy glitter and the glitter duster. I got that last year after Tim Holtz showed it during the prep party, and I haven't used it yet because I think I got it, you know, like after Christmas was over by the time it shipped to me, because it's out of stock and all that, you know, all that fun stuff. So we're just kind of putting this on like frosting. Etienne, you're wrapping Christmas gifts right now? That's impressive. I don't even have any Christmas gifts ready to go yet. Etienne, was it you who said that all you needed was one gift for yourself? Or was that somebody else that I saw say that? So I was like, wow, that's amazing. If only. I'm planned on some things, and then on others, just not. Like, I need to get my act together. Figure out Christmas. Huh, ordered everything. That's awesome. I need to do that. I did order one thing for Jonah. That's coming in the mail. But that is it. Probably tell Aaron, like, can I just get a camera for Christmas? Or like, I don't know, house stuff. We need it. I guess depending on the cuts that I make on this, I might be able to save the extra bits and use it for something else at some point. Okay. You would buy yourself a camera. Yes. Yep, I'm going to. I've had it on my list, and it's one of those things, I feel like probably the only reason I haven't yet is because I don't have my setup even remotely ready to go. So I just was like, oh, it's going to just sit in a box until until I'm ready for it, because it's just going to be one for the like facing videos, because I want to get the box at the bottom where my face shows up. Then you guys will see me. Then you'll be able to like see the awkward reading of the of the comments. That's okay. That's fun, right? But yeah, so that is what I'm looking for, what I want to get. And I'm just going to get the same one Allie has, just because I like the quality of it, and it's small. It's not outrageously expensive. And then it will allow me, because that one honestly might end up being the one that goes up, the one that like you'll see the face down portion, so that I don't have to remove that camera. It can just stay where it's at. Which will be interesting to figure out new settings and all that stuff for videoing. But it will be nice to have something more permanent. And then the facing one, I'll be able to just use my cell phone like I do now. All right, here we go. Okay, so I think that covers that. I think I'll spritz it with glitter before I take that stencil off. That way it doesn't make a big old mess on, you know, on the rest of the vellum. All right, so let's find out how this works. Yes, yep, it's the Canon Mark blah blah. It's awesome. 5 out of 5 recommended. Okay, well that's good to know. I know she uses it, and oh, how am I gonna do this? She uses it and it looks fantastic, so I thought, you know, I trust her judgment because she makes lots of videos, and I know that it will be good. Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna make a funnel with paper because I don't know how else to get that in there. I don't have any funnels. So we're going to cut a piece of paper and just going to come on, you. Doesn't need to be like that. Okay. There we go. We've got a paper funnel. Okay, so that's gonna work. And then we'll just kind of pour this down in there. It's probably good enough. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Okay. I'm reading about this. Okay. It's got an app that you can use to take pictures on your phone. Oh, that's awesome. Built-in Wi-Fi. Move pics to your phone if you want. That's awesome too. I saw it on Amazon. How do I do this? Wait, does it go like that? Oh, wait. All right, yeah, that's how it works. Okay, let's give this a go. Wonder if I need to like Nope. Can I do it sideways? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's better. More fingers, okay. But that's kind of nice. It does keep it more contained. I like that. Okay, so okay, well, I guess we'll see how that works. So let's take the stencil off, and then the vellum is going to curl when it comes up. So I think what I might do is just take one of my plastic envelopes and stick it and put it on top of that, and then washi tape it down so it doesn't move like crazy. Hopefully that will work. All right, so here we go. And it might not curl because it might be heavy enough. Okay, so I might keep this. That's like got glitter on it. I'm gonna keep that too. So we'll keep that. Where can I put you? Let's put you maybe right here. Because that could be kind of pretty for another time. Although I kind of want to protect my surface here. It's not gonna work. I need like a regular piece of paper. Yeah, because then when this thing dries, I might not use it this year, but I can totally put it in with my stuff for next year and use it. Okay, so yeah, you go ahead and dry. All right, then it's just plain white paper that I can use to transfer this onto it. And I think it's not going to curl, actually. That's pretty cool. All right, so that just needs to dry for a long time. Let's put that up there. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna go wash this off really quick. The spatula here, so that that stuff doesn't stay on it forever and ever. And this I'm going to roll. I'm just gonna go put it in the bathroom so that we have a clean surface, and then I'll be right back. Mark 2, Mark 3. Yes, I think, Lynn, I think she has a Mark 2, if I'm remembering right. I have it in my, like, wish list on Amazon. I'll have to go look it up, see what it was. I'll be right back, guys. clean this thing too. So I can put it all back away. All right. So let's put mixed media back where it goes. Okay, so now that we have that done, let's see if there's anything else. So stars, create pocket with vellum, star texture paste, and embellishment tags to document and add photos. So inside of the thing here, did I get a number for this? I think I might be missing a number. Okay, well, what I want to do with it, I'm going to put it on some textured white cardstock, and then I'm going to stitch red. So like basically the exact same thing that Allie did, because I loved the look of that. And also I need to order some cardstock because I think this is going to be my last page, last bit of it. Let's put that on a list, order list, to order. I think I had something else I needed too. So white texture cardstock. And then I'll get my last one out. I've also had red cardstock on my list, and I haven't gotten that yet either. So I'll put that on here, red cardstock. So probably just need to make an order with scrapbook.com. All right, so we'll cut this down. I really like the look of textured more than smooth when it comes to like a background paper. When it comes to paper I'm going to add my text to, then I usually go for smooth. All right, so we're gonna do that. Oh, hey Risa, I see you're here too. Welcome. Okay, what do we got? You have a Canon T6i, very entry level, you love it. Deb, because I know you said you have the same one as Allie. How does it do for, what is your experience with it with video? I mean, her videos look amazing, so I can only imagine that it's good, you know? Luli, so the day 5, I'll show you, I'll post in the Facebook group. I think you're in the Facebook group, I'm pretty sure. I'll post in the Facebook group the photo of Pam's version. The template for it I got from her, and it's part of that class, so I can't share the template, but I can at least show you an image of it, of the finished product, and the one that I saw that I was like, yes, I want to do that. I'll share that so you can see it. So I am going to hole punch this, get that out of the way. Yeah, Mark 2, Mark 3. That's how I feel about, so you guys talking about how much you love your cameras, that is how I feel about my printer. I love my photo printer. I love it. And it is hands down the best printer I've ever had in my entire life. It's the only photo printer I've ever had. So I can't compare it to other like other photo printers. But my husband, who works in IT, says that the number one thing that he has to help with, the number one thing that breaks all the time are printers. Printers are like the worst piece of machinery ever invented, according to him. They are the worst. And he is astounded that I've had my printer now. This will be this is my 3rd year with it, I'm pretty sure. Like, we'll be going into year 4, and I've never had a problem. like not even, I had one slight issue and we fixed it like super easy. That was this time of year last year. But other than that, when it like smudged and we had to figure out how to make it stop smudging. Other than that, I have never had any issues. It's never broken. It's never like disconnected from my computer. The prints are always beautiful. Like it just, I feel like that too. Like I don't feel the need to buy any other photo printers, or just, I do want to get a laser printer so I can print out like documents and stuff like that easier and not have to use my photo printer and not have to use our really stupid HP printer that breaks like every day. 'Cause I hate that printer. And but yeah, other than that, I would never, I don't think I'll ever buy another printer unless this one dies, you know, like it's that good. I love it. And when I got it, at the time when I got it, I think it was like $300, it might have been $350. So it was a pretty big investment, but I use it for everything. The problem is that now it's like double in price for the exact same printer that I have, which is kind of, you know, dumb. Actually, I haven't checked it in a long time. Maybe it's better now, but I doubt it just because supply chains are so screwed up. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do here was to create a couple of tags, and all I need to do basically is just cut them down to fit inside of this pocket. So I want them to go in. I know that once I get it stitched down, it won't be able to go all the way down to the bottom. So we're just gonna judge that, you know, it's maybe like ½ an inch up. This tag right here that says the magic of the season was from last year's collection, the craft tags. And I saw actually that these are still in the shop. I don't know, what was I looking for? I was looking for something and I saw these and I was surprised that they were still there. Then I've got this stripe pattern, which is actually, it's a 3x8, and the stripes I believe were on the bottom. But I just cut off the holes, and then I'm going to flip it upside down and make my tag portion go up here, because I want the color part to come out. So we've got this one here. I'm going to have this one here, which I will need to cut down, because if we're assuming that it's ½ an inch up, that's going to poke up too high. So I think this one I might take like an inch off of. If I do that, is it still taller? Yes, because I want it to be taller than the craft tag. So we'll have the craft tag, the like whatever that is tag, and this one, which I'm thinking, this is 6 inches, so maybe if I make this one like 6, let's start at 7, see what happens. So then it will be slightly smaller. Okay, I'm thinking maybe 6.5. Oh, let's do 1/4 of an inch at a time. All right, so we'll go. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right. So then we'll have these tags here. The other thing I kind of want to do is punch the holes in them. So I'm putting this on here as evenly as I can so that I punch through the center of that other one. And I'm going to use my Crop-A-Dile to get these holes, or not Crop-A-Dile, my Power Punch, to get these holes a bit bigger. I like the bigger hole. Okay, so we've got that one, and that one. There's going to be red stitching around the pocket there. That's going to have the star pattern. And then on top of that You know what, maybe I just want to like pretend that this is the pocket. Yay. And this is the background paper. And I know it goes up kind of high. What's the plan? So 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. So if it goes up like this high, let's say, we've got all these in here. What I was going to do is to take one of these like cardstock stars and layer it with a gold one, but I need my page number. So maybe what I want to do, this is day 13. I'm running out of white. I need Allie to bring back these puppy stickers so I can buy them again. I need them. Let me see if I've got anything in my whites over here. Oh, I could use this. So I'm thinking if I were to tweezers. Yeah, I think that actually will be just fine, right? So if we go 1, this is day 14, and 4, come back, 4, okay. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work, and that way I can keep that, because I like the way that that looks too. Okay, so that gives me my star. I like that green one the best, I think. I like it better than this, even though, I mean, that's really pretty too. So if you don't have, you know, the cardstock ones, you could always do this. If you don't have texture paste and this is a page that you want to do, you don't necessarily need it. Like, it looks totally fine with just the vellum too, and just stitch the vellum on. The texture paste is just going to give it a little bit of, you know, extra something, but it doesn't have to have that. The other thing I'm thinking is I could do this, like the dark green and then the light green and then the gold. That would give it even more pizzazz. Let's say not black. I can go back. This can go back. What do I like it better? I think I like it better with just the dark. Okay, so I'm going to press down the number 14, and then we can go ahead and stick the 2 stars together. And this little wood veneer down here says traditions. This layout, what I am going to tell, the story I'm going to use this for, is to talk about a collection or collections that I have that are Christmas related. So what are things that our family collects that relate to Christmas? And I put in a couple of different tags, figuring that I might want to talk about a few different things. So like, I collect Christmas mugs. I also collect Santas, like Santa ornaments and Santa decorations. My husband and my son collect like Christmas cars for ornaments, that sort of thing. I have to think about like, what else do we collect? Probably when I bring everything out is when I'll be reminded about all the things that we collect that are Christmas. So that is going to be this one. So it's story number 14, traditions, and that's why traditions kind of seemed fitting for that. And then we've got the 3 tags here that I probably could just add here while it's out, you know? thinking I might just put in greens and just kind of leave this with the green theme. I have like a light green, a dark green, and a gray. I have other plans for red. I just like take that right off and put it in. Because now that's kind of annoying. So we'll just, meaning the thing. So I've got 2 different greens and I've got a gray. So maybe I'll do the 2 greens and the gray on this one. Or I could just do them all green. Or I think I will not do gray. I'm going to see if I can just get them all with that one, because I like it. Okay, so then on the back of this, I can put photos, I can put words, you know, just whatever seems fitting for that day. Or a combination of both. Like I could almost take flat lay photos, and that might be what I do, is get, so like Christmas mugs, get a whole bunch of them out, do a flat lay photo of them, and then add some journaling via the computer at the bottom, adhere that to the back of this, put the twine back on, or this part back on, and then finish out the pocket. So once I get this on here, that's going to finish out this one for today. I think what I'll do is let the texture paste dry overnight, and then either come back next week and put the pocket on, or stitch that on in December, one of the two. If I'm honest, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and put it together like next week, so that I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so that'll be that. So then we'll have that one, and then that one, and then this one, and then the vellum and our star. So that looks good to me. And that is day 14. So we'll put this over here because this goes on the back side of the other day. Put all this down in a pocket to hold on to it for now. This in there too. Okay, and then we're going to work on day 16. So 16 is going to go on this side. Not 16, 15. It's going to go on that side. All right, what do we got here? Oh, right, I remember. So day 15 is going to be about our new ornaments for the year. So every year we go ornament shopping. I'm sure lots of people probably do. And pick out one ornament for each of us for the year. And typically we like them to be fairly representative of our year that we had. So like, for instance, the first year when we had Jonah, he got a whale because there was the running joke of, you know, Jonah and the whale. And in fact, I had somebody at like a local store, a local superstore. I was shopping and I was very pregnant with him. And the sweet lady comes over and she asked me, you know, how far along I am I having a boy or girl, and what is his name gonna be? And I told her that I was naming him Jonah, and she like chuckled, and she's like, oh, that's so funny. It's like Jonah in the whale. And I was like, well, okay, that was probably you know, like, probably not a very complimentary thing to say, but thank you. You know? So he got a whale for his first year. And then his second year, I think he got, I'm trying to remember. One of the years he got, gosh, I don't even remember anymore. I just remember that first one. That's why they're documented in my December dailies, because I would lose my mind. I forget everything. But anyway, they're usually representative. So like the year that I started sharing my stuff on Instagram, my crafting stuff, I got myself an ornament that's a camera. So that's kind of because there wasn't anything that said like Instagram or YouTube. Because that's kind of what I wanted, was to have it be representative of that, because that was my year. Aaron got one that was a beer bottle one year. One year he got one that was a car that had a tree up on top, and that was representative of our first experience in purchasing a real tree, which is all on him. And I'm sure you guys have probably heard the story, right? Where he put the tree inside the car instead of on top of the car. It was a whole thing. So that's why he got the car with the tree on top. Anyway, it's just a fun way to kind of think about our year and say, like, what is an image or something that represents that. So this story is going to tell, or this layout is going to tell that story. This was an idea from Elizabeth Hines in the product play Back to Basics class. So I picked out 4 of the cards. What I'm going to do is trim them out just like she did, which I think I probably have to go like down this, and I have one for each of us. The kids are particularly loud today downstairs, which is good because that means they're not like staring at a TV, but also they're really loud. And Aaron had to work from home today because we weren't sure if Izzy had COVID. So we're like, yeah, you can't go into the office. You need to stay home. So I'm sure he is real happy about the loudness downstairs. Okay. All right, so I did the sides, but I think I'm also gonna have to do the corner here in order to get it to flip up like hers did. I think like maybe to there. This one. Maybe to there. Okay, how did we do? Almost all the way through it all. Just kind of trim that up. Trim that up there. That up there. Where the heck are you stuck? Okay. That's better. Okay. So that gives me 1. So I need to do this 3 more times. And then what I'm going to do is slip this underneath, and I'm going to stamp our names on here. And I wanted to do that because I don't want the stamps to go onto the frame part. I want them to just be on this white part. So I'm just going to cut these up real quick. You go through ink like crazy. Oh, let me see here. You're getting a new printer for Christmas, a Canon Pixma G650. A tank printer, so no cartridge. That will be really interesting. I'll be interested to hear your feedback on that too, Mag, on how that printer goes. I think, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some Christmas music on because this takes lots of concentration. And I'm going to be very silent here for a few minutes. So I'm going to throw some Christmas music on, and then I'll turn it back off when I get this part done. So, yeah. That way there's no awkward silence. Hey Google, play. Pause. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. My husband's been giving me a hard time about listening to Christmas music too. It's so funny. Okay, so we got those all trimmed out. And what do you guys talk about? Movies. Oh, I love Christmas Vacation. Yes. It's your top favorite holiday movie. It's so funny. Yeah, Christmas with the Cranks is also good. Yep. Started November 11th with Christmas music. Yes. Walking in your winter underwear. Etienne, that's really funny. Yes. Well, it makes me want to watch. Yes, I'm so ready. I'm ready for all the holiday music. Like, bring it on. Holiday music. I've been listening to it during all of my prep stuff, like throughout the day as I'm trying to get all my pieces together and my stories figured out, because it is a lengthy process. That's why I don't typically film that stuff, because it takes forever for me to figure it out. I mean, forever, but also it's Friday and I have 31 days with concepts and products and just ready to go. So I guess it's not technically forever, but it feels like it, right? It's a process. It's like what I did all day, every day for the last 4 days. Anyway, so throughout that process, I've been listening to Christmas music, and Aaron gave me a hard time about it the other day. And I was like, listen, and he's just like joking around with me. I'm like, listen, I'm working on Christmas stuff every day, so I'm listening to Christmas music. I don't care. But he did say he would draw the line at starting Hallmark movies, which I understand, but also I want to watch Hallmark movies because I like them. They're so predictably heartwarming. Okay, so I scored that there so we can get these windows up and at them. Yay. Okay. I just want to fold these down. Okay. So these, and this is a prime example of, although, I could put this on pattern paper instead of white. Because, hey, this is a prime example of why I need to order more paper. I should have ordered more earlier with my other stuff, but I didn't. Mistake. That was a mistake. Okay, so let's type out names first. So I'm thinking we'll go... maybe... what order do I like? Maybe... no. Thinking maybe this. What would you look like if I did that? No. Nope. Okay, I think I like this order. So, now that I have the window up and out of the way, I can stick a piece of paper in here. Put this scoring board all the way back. Grab out this. And what I'm going to do is stamp everybody's names on here. So, just, okay, we got that one and then that one, so that'll be me, Izzy, and then JoJo. Wait, what? I'm old enough to think in the theater. That's so cool. I don't know if I'm old enough or not for it to have been in the theater, but I definitely didn't go to it in the theater. I do know that. You're doing October daily. Oh, I see the joke. Yes. That's so funny. You start playing it as soon as you get back from trick-or-treating. That's amazing. Yeah, I think they would kill me too. They would kill me. Okay, so his, I think I can start in the middle. So, of course, I'm gonna need this. And this. All right, let me go get this wet, because of course I didn't do that. I think I should have. Okay. There's so many noises out there. There's like music and tablets and like different music. Lots of noise. Okay. So, and then I guess we're going to stamp this just kind of like right in the middle. Let's go for it. I would have been Izzy's age, so yeah, I definitely wouldn't have seen it in the theater. That would have been a cool one to see in the theater. My favorite movie, like Christmas movie that I ever saw in the movie theater was Polar Express. Which I would have been a teenager at the time, but it was just like so spectacular because like the 3D movies weren't really a thing back then, and it was 3D, and it was really cool. I like the animation style of it, and it just, you know, it's a good memory. And it makes it feel so loud. Yeah, it is so loud here. Like I open my door and it's like bam, music everywhere. Like, oh good Lord. They each have a Google Mini in their bedrooms, so they'll play music, and they're like little, you know, they're not. Okay, stamp that crooked. Well, that's fun. Oh well. I think this I'm just gonna start at the end, and who cares? So anyway, they're little and yet still like play music all the time. It's also really hot in here today. I wonder if the temperature is a bit warmer outside. Do you know what I'm going to do? Oh no, I'm not going to do it this. But I'm going to... This way I can see the bottom. That helps me to keep it a little bit straighter. That's what I should have done with his. What? That's really cool. What a cool memory, Etienne. To be able to go and sit right next to him, that's so cool. Even though he wasn't nice. Or overly nice. That's super cool. Okay, and that one's better. Okay, and this fella. How about everybody else? What is your favorite Christmas movie that you ever saw in a movie theater? Mine is definitely Polar Express. That was probably my favorite of all the Christmas movies for the movie theater. Etienne has Home Alone. Your uncle worked with him some time ago. That's so cool. You can't remember seeing one in the theater? Oh no. Lynn, you got to get out there and see one next time whenever they start making Christmas movies for the theater again. This is a tight squeeze. I should have started them a little closer. Oh well. All right, Isabella. Looks like Isabel, whatever. And then Jonah. So go J. Parents didn't take you. Oh. The star. That one was really cute. Frozen and the Grinch. Oh, I love the Grinch too. We actually just watched that. that was the compromise for the no Hallmark movies, is that we ended up watching the animated Grinch one instead, which we love that. It's actually one of Jonah's favorite movies. Last year I think he watched it easily 50 times. It was just always on, but it's really good. Okay, so once we get this on here, this is going to help me determine the number and then maybe what paper to put these on. I don't know. Okay, so there's stamping done. My hands are kind of dirty. It's a bit better. Okay. Okay, so now with that done, the other thing I'm going to do away. I actually think I might draw lines on these ones as well, because I'm probably not going to put this through the computer since it's already cut and everything. So let's add some journaling lines to these. So what I'm going to do is they'll go down on a piece of paper. I'll probably put a little tab on them, and then when you lift it up, they'll be journaling about the photo, and the photo will be back in here. So I can't stick this down yet to the paper because I want to back it with the photo. But I can go ahead and add journaling lines. And I'm fine with these if they end up being kind of wonky and crooked. Like, that's okay to me. It's just having them somewhat evenly spaced so that my handwriting is fairly even. And then also, since the photo is not going on the top, I could probably just add the tab now as well. So for these ones, I'm going to use the smaller version. 2, 3, 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think what I'll do, this one's fine. I think the other ones I'll put this part on first so that I know, like, okay, like, I don't need to go down that far. So there's 1. They're getting you in the mood for scrapbooking, foundation pages. And yes, I was telling Erin about that last night, about how you ended up getting it. Because we were talking about how annoying it would be, annoying and like frustrating it would be if Izzy would have had COVID, like if we would have gone and she would have been positive, like considering she just got her vaccine, like finally the vaccine is available, and for her to get it like right now would just, it's annoying. And I was telling him about you, that you had all the immunizations and everything, and the booster, and that you still got it, and how much of a bummer that is. And then I was like, yeah, she's isolated to the basement. And he said, well, what are we gonna do if Izzy's positive? I'm like, I don't know, we can't kick her in the basement. And she's not gonna be okay being in her room all day. I don't know, hopefully we won't have to cross that bridge, but I do feel for you being stuck in the basement all day. That's got to suck. So I'm glad this can eat up some of your time and get you ready. Do you at least have like some craft stuff down there with you that you can do while you're by yourself? I think if I caught it, I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna isolate to my studio. Like, if you need me, I'm just gonna be in my craft area crafting. I feel like this year, in terms of foundation pages, like I started so much later than I normally do, because normally, like right after, like starting on prep day is usually when I get started with foundation pages. So this year I was like a week later than normal. But yeah, that'll be good. But I actually feel like I'm going to be a bit more prepared. I'll end up being more prepared this year than I was even last year, which feels pretty good. Where this year I'll really be able to spend some time thinking about journaling and words and all of that, which I'm excited for. This is like the construction phase. There's like idea phase, construction phase, and then like living life phase, and then the writing phase. And I enjoy all aspects, like all three or all four of those. I really enjoy. I really love sitting down and sketching out different ideas for pages. And then I really enjoy spending time setting up the foundation pages. And then I really enjoy the time when we live life, you know, who doesn't? And then I really enjoy the process of sitting down and writing and telling the stories and adding the photos. I think it's like all of them have so much benefit. I enjoy them. And doing it this way, almost streamlining it or making it into an assembly line where it's like, okay, step 1, create all the ideas. Step 2, create all the foundations. Step 3, go and live life. Step 4, write about it. You know, having them separated like that almost allows me some brain space, I think, to just focus on one type of task at a time. Okay, so it gives me all of my lines. We're going to put these in here just so they're ready to go. I don't know what I'm going to put on these yet. Probably something from the stamp set, the like tiny phrase stamp set, but we'll do that later. Okay, so that's going to be that. So it goes me, Erin, Isabella, Jonah. The tricky thing is going to be the number. Like, how do I was thinking about putting it kind of in the corner or in the middle of those, I mean, because that could work. That one would work. This one I think would be too big. Plus it blends in too much. So I'm going to put that one back away. So I'm thinking the wood veneer one. And then the other thing is potentially putting this on a pattern paper. Like maybe that. I think that's going to be too wild. Yeah, too wild for sure. Maybe none of those. Maybe that, although that could be too wild as well. But the subtle tree, that could, or the painted tree, I don't know what to call that. That's probably too wild. All right, let's see. What do we got? So, I mean, really, it's not too terrible because it covers up a lot of it, and then it would just be the punched part and that, right? Or what side does this go on? I should figure that out. Yeah, this is right, this side. And then those would all lift up. I actually don't mind this one. Okay. Which then makes me think that these ones might be a little too, well, I guess, let's see. Yeah, that's like almost not patterned enough because you lose so much of it, you don't even know what's behind there. This one would be a lot more graphic. Which I'm thinking, no. No. It's too bold. Okay, so then possibly tiny trees. Okay, I think I like that first one the best because it brings in this color. And I feel like this one on all that white, for whatever reason, looks like it's not the right color, you know? I kind of like it on this, which is very ironic because I really didn't think that that was going to be the one. So I am not going to adhere these down yet, but this is how they're going to go. We'll have, it allows these to pop out a little bit more too, which is kind of nice. The 15 will go there, and I just need to cut it down to size and hole punch it. So we'll keep that because who knows. All right, hole punch wise, this is going to go over here. Do that. Alright, so let's stick this one in the album, and then that will be that. So, that is going to be it for today, for the pages I'm prepping today. So this would go in here. We'll just quickly put these on here. Alright, so like that. Like that. I think that looks really nice. So that's going to be story 15. Tomorrow, what I'm going to be working on are I have two full page stamped quotes that I want to include in my album. And since that takes kind of a lot of time and it's really repetitive, I figured I could do that while watching the prep day stuff. Because I'm thinking I'm going to stamp them, and then I may also hand stitch around the outside just to give it a little bit of something else in there. I think that would be fun. So for this album, that's what's going to go on the back side of this ornament page. So there'll be a big stamped quote, and then that will end album 1. So then we'll be on to album 2. And that'll be a fun thing. So the nice thing is this is fairly bulky because there's a bunch of stuff in here that's not necessarily going to stay in here. So I think we'll be good in terms of like the bulk of album volume 1. So that's very positive. Actually, I should probably, before I close this all out, I'm going to take out these other page protectors. And they can go in the other book so that I have them to work with when we're in here. So, okay. Put all this back over here. And call that a day. Okay. All right, friends. So that completes my album prep pretty much for volume 1, except for this quote page that I'll do tomorrow. The other one's going to go inside of volume number 2. I just had a section that I needed a filler for, so we'll have one quote in here, and then one will be in there for the filler. So that is going to be that. Alrighty, well, everyone, thank you for coming and hanging out today. This has been really fun. I'm super pumped to be halfway done with my prep work after the week has ended. That feels pretty good to go from nothing to, you know, one out of 2 full albums. So that's that. I will post up a schedule for the prep party later this afternoon or evening, so you have a better idea what to expect. Can I help you? Yeah.
Can you turn on my tablet?
Is it dead?
Yeah.
I might need to plug it in then.
Then it's not dead.
It's not dead?
Yeah.
Okay, go get it and I'll help you. Anyway, all right, you guys. So look for the schedule later today, and then for whoever can come for however amount of time, I look forward to hanging out with you tomorrow and getting even more into the festive spirit. Otherwise, I will see you back here on Monday at 1 o'clock Eastern time to put together the next couple of layouts in these December daily albums. All right, friends, until then, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, you guys.